The village of Clinton is a small farming community. We have roughly 2,300 people. It's roughly 2 square miles, and we like the fact that we're in a rural township all around us, so we don't have a big population. When the economy ran into a problem back in '08, probably through 10 and 11, it was very difficult on the village of Clinton, as it was on all small town America. You know, we're not like a big city where you've got these big factories that people can rely on. There are only a few industries in each community. We have some diverse employment opportunities here in town, and we did make it through. The small businesses, when things start to pick up, they'll add a person, and then another business will come in. I think a good example would be the Atlas Distilling Company. When it comes in here, it's going to make a big impact on our community, with having an effect on bringing other people into our town.
We've been looking for a building off and on, and Ryan sends me a link to the Atlas property that was on Craigslist, like the last place I would expect to find it. We talked to the guy, we made a deal, we bought the plant, and as soon as we bought the Atlas mill, we knew it was a game on for the distillery. But we could store a lot of alcohol inside of this thing. Yeah, for aging or whatever we want to do.
The Atlas property was one of the first businesses put up in Clinton after it was founded. First thing you needed for a town was water. Second thing you needed was flour. So they built the mill in the early 1830s. It sits on about 3 acres right now. And what's left of it after the fire is just the existing bins that were used for grain storage. And that's really it. It is on the River Raisin, which most people in southeast Michigan know. It runs all the way to Detroit. So real cool scenery, overlook going on there, lots to see, lots of historic structure. And our grand vision is to bring that property back to its former glory. It's basically a parking lot right now, and we want to do something awesome. Make spirits, bring the community together, and go forward.
Clinton has a host of longtime merchants here in town. We've got the Clinton Inn, which is a historical landmark, wonderful food. We've got a pharmacy, we've got the ice cream shop, we've got a movie theater. These are the things that people need in a village, but we also need vibrant, happening places to bring the next generation back to Clinton. An art center, a distillery. Hopefully someday down the road we'll get a food court. There's 14,000 or so cars a day that speed through town, and we have to create a reason for them to stop.
A distillery is such a cool communal spot. It's such a cool thing for any town to have. It's just in Clinton, it's got everything you could possibly want in a small community except for a brewery or a distillery.
If they were to locate in a big community, they would just be another business that maybe is lost in the system. But around here, there's a lot of buzz around the community, very excited about having this new opportunity here in our community, people wanting to partake and participate, and that's exciting for us. In a big town, you wouldn't see that, but that goes back to our small town, knowing each other, walking down the street, saying hi to everybody, knowing what their kids are up to. That's the kind of town we have, and I think that's part of the reason why the Atlas Distilling Company is going to do very well. It's 2 Clinton High School graduates that have come back home to decide to open a business and help the town that they grew up in and that they love. We're very, very pleased for that.